Hello, how are you? We are now entering day 10 of Octoberween. And what we have before us is some Tea Expert 1-to-1. And I already have 200 milliliters in this cup. All I need to do is add 200 milliliters of Part B. I accidentally put A in first, which is okay because it is warming. It is releasing bubbles better. I will be using my Resiners mixer to mix this time because my hands don't like this kind of volume. Now, what we're going to be adding to this is Unicone Art Crushed Crystal Magical Mica Pigment Enhancer and some Flora Craft Diamond Dust. I'm going to put that in before I put the 200 mils of Part B in so that it has a chance to sink and settle. Now, I do want there to be some coloration to this, though I'm looking for more like a crystal skull. I just want it to have a little bit of color. So I'm going to shake this up. This is Marabou Alcohol Ink in Dark Denim. And this is the first time I'll be using this color. So, of course, I have to pop that down a little bit so I can open it and not have it go volcano. Let's get this opened. I am trying. Holy cowsies. There it goes. I just needed a little bit more thumb power. And I needed some more pull power. And I needed more protection. Now, I'm not using gloves right now because I have a problem with my arthritis tonight. Our weather has been going kind of wonkers. And so, well, I'll be washing my hands quite frequently. Now that this is shaken, I only want a small amount of this color. So I'm going to add 1 drop. Okay, if it looks like that sitting on top, we're going to need 2 drops because of the other volume going in. And this is a 1-to-1, of course, by volume, not weight. Okay, let me get the lid for this. And no, I have not explained which mold we're doing yet. I will in a moment. Let me get my mask back on. Because now comes the time we're going to put floaties in the air. And as I said, I want this to have a chance to sink. Okay, that should be enough of that. And yes, I want this extremely glittery. Tap that stuff down. This stuff floats worse than anything I've ever seen. So always wear a mask when you're dealing with this. Okay, now that I have my additives in, I need to put Part B in. Okay, let's get this wiped off though, because it leaves glass shards behind. I do have my mold sitting on a paper towel because it is one of the types of molds that suctions to everything and then creates problems for you. Excuse me. All right, let's get the other 200 in. I have been warming these, but
I'm going to be using my mixer as I stated. Got to take this to 400. Now as this pours quickly, I'm going to lift this up, put the lid back on, and pour the rest from the spout. That way I don't overpour, which can happen very quickly. I don't know how much the mold is going to take, so I am making 400 for safety's sake, and I have a lot of other molds sitting to the side, just in case. Okay, almost at 400, so it won't take long for this. Yes, my arthritis is just screaming. It says, I'm a banshee. I'm going to make you hurt tonight. Now, I am trying to get ahead of things right now, so I'm doing many projects kind of almost at once. Let's get this over and begin its mixing. But that's because I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, and I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel later. All right, get this going. Slowly at first. I'm putting it at less than medium speed, trying not to introduce too many bubbles. But once it's mixed, I will be putting it in my debubbler. Like I said, I really, really, really want barely any, but I want no bubbles. I want 0. So we'll see how we can get with that. Now I'm going to pause you while that mixes, and we'll be back soon. Okay, so it has been mixed by the mixer. Now I'm just going to scrape the sides, make sure everything gets mixed in thoroughly. Had a lot of alcohol ink sit to the side, so it's being scraped off right now and incorporated fully. I do like using this paddle for the larger amounts you have to stir, but it does not always reach every crack and crevice of your mixing cup. Once I put this in the debubbler, I have to keep an extreme eye on it, because yes, I do want no bubbles, but with the amount that's in here, I am going to have to keep an eye on the rise of the bubbles so it doesn't bubble all over inside my debubbler. And right now I have my husband to help with that, because I am sitting down trying to keep a good control of things that way. And while he's putting this in the debubbler, I shall be cleaning the mixer paddle on the mixer. I do like having the Resiners dual mixer. However, I never do projects large enough to require both mixers going at the same time, both paddles. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause. We're going to go ahead and put this in the debubbler, and then I'm going to clean the paddle, and I'll be back. Okay, all mixed, all debubbled. It has gotten warm, but not too warm, so we're going to go ahead and begin filling this. By the way, you'll see what this is at the end. I'm sure you'll be able to guess, though. The molds you see other than this one here, those are molds that's been hanging around for a year, year and a half, 2 years. That's been needing to be finished off. So I figure today we will do that. I want to make this just as perfect a mold as possible, or a casting anyway. So I am trying to dome it in order to get that edge unpronounced Well, looks like that front might be dipped down a little bit. Anyway, let's finish filling molds. Let's see how far that one needs to go still. Okay. Let's get this one. As you can tell, this one is intended to be a light. And it's really been needing to have this done for a very, very long time. I can't tell where I'm at with it. Oh, I think that's it. And and then I drip it on my thumb. Okay, he's full. I still have a little bit left over. Let me clean off my thumb real fast. And grab another mold. Yeah, it looks like it's going to drip down the front of that skull. Might need to get a stick and try to level it out a little bit. Let's go with this one here. Okay, everybody, if you see me spilling backwards, yell. And that seems to have done it. All right, and we can always use another brain. Even if it's only half a brain. Huh. It looks like it'll fill all the way up, though. Okay, I'm going to let y'all go. I did forget to put glue in this, but that's all right. I think I've got it covered. And I'm going to scrape what's left in this cup into there, and we'll be back when everything is ready to unmold. Okay, all you lovely people, we are ready to start unmolding. Now, this is one that I started a little while ago at the beginning of all of these. I have no clue really what it is. And so we're going to find out what it is when it's unmolded. I'm going to do these first, though. We already know what the brain looks like. But what does it look like? All sparkly. Well, first we've got to get it out, right? Some of the edging has to be done. I can feel that. There we go. And this is a crystal skull. But since it's a matte mold, it's not extremely shiny, which can be cured by having a layer of UV resin put onto it, which I probably will do. I do feel what feels like could be bubbles. All right, next, let's do this one. This has been around for a long time, like I said. So has that one. Oh, I spilled a little strip of it down. Leaked over the edge. One of those things. Nope, that's my mold. Well, at least it didn't leak out. So this mold is gone. I shouldn't have to worry about struggling with it now. I can just pull it apart, I suppose. But that is where that strip of, well, it's really shot. It's kind of pulling apart and cracked open on both sides. So let's see what we can do to just get it out of there as fast as we can. I'm going to have to pull it away from view because, well, maybe not. Oop, I think we're going to get it. Before we look at it all the way, oh yeah, nice big hole on that side. And where did I see that crack up? There it is, right there. Oh wow, there's even one down here too. Okay, well that mold is gone. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's got a white cranium, kind of a yellowish eye socket nose, and he's got a crystalline mouth. I'm trying to feel if there was any damage from the cracks in the mold. Well, slight one kind of here, and one right there. However, if I go ahead and sand that down, make it shiny again, I believe I could make a new mold. Well, he's got a little hole right here in his cheek, but there he is. He's been released after 2 years. All right, I wonder how bad this mold is. These were definitely not kept in the best of places. I should have kept them in a plastic baggie at least, but things are the way they are sometimes, and well, they just kind of hung around because I kept saying I'd fill them up one day. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. There we go. This mold is going to go too. I can see it with the white spots right there. Yay! He has been freed. But yeah, you can see where the mold is stressing right here. It says it's gotten old, and its use is pretty much over. But I got a lot of skulls out of that mold, so no big deal for me. And I have a dozen others. I'm going to just set that one aside. All right. Now, as you know, it's got a cord, so we're supposed to plug it in. So let me, well, I'll turn it this way. We'll get it closer to here where my outlet is. All right, let me turn off some lights and we'll see how it glows. Well, let's go with this light first. And then this one. Whoops. I'll move that. Oh, the light still works. Wow. He is bright. He's got a big bubble in his nose right there, which he's had apparently for a very long time. It's even like a crack. Same here. So I actually like this. It is a good crystal skull. Many different colors to him. Okay, let me turn him off. I'll get some good pictures after I end the video itself. Okay, let's unmold the mystery one. Oh, my eyeballs are a little off trying to see now. Okay, matte mold inside. Oh, this is the one with bats and skulls and pumpkins. This is one I'm definitely going to be making into a candle. And yes, we're going to have Candle Day. So that one's done. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I can't tell if he's got actual holes or if these are, well, I think there's a lot of bubbles. I can tell that. So I'll have to watch that with the wax. But I don't know if you can see that all the way or not, but that's what he looks like. Got bats all the way around. It's got ghost right here. Bats on a twig. And yes, there's pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns at the base, and a skull right there. Okay, there's that one done. Get this put back correctly. And I'll just stand it up as an extras mold again. All right, on to the main attraction. There was a bit of overpour. Well, it's sort of, the mold was leaning a little bit. And I did check my table. It is straight. I checked it 3 or 4 times just to make sure. So let's find out what's going on here now. Well, let's get this piece off. There we go. Sorry if I don't do this, I'll cut my fingers on it. So I hope that's all done now. Okay, here we go. I will pull very, very strongly with this. Ouch, I cut myself anyway. Okay, pull this up. Now I don't know how clear this is going to be because I do believe this is a matte mold, and it is. And that is why this guy's going to get a coat of shiny put onto him so that I can make a mold that is shiny. Oy vey. Let's get the middle piece out. There we go. Get it turned back out properly. There we are. Okay. He's got the proper cranial sutures here. Excuse me. Where the plates to his head are. You can plant things in there, or you could use them as a pen cup. So let's see. How well does it do? Oh, pretty good. Okay. And definitely a frosted look. But there's the tiger. Now I'll go ahead and take pictures later on after I have had the opportunity to gloss this guy up and get a mold. And then I'm going to paint it. So this is actually a gift for my husband for allowing me to blow all of his money for him. But I know he does it just to keep me quiet, right? Anyway, that's the whole thing, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some good... I'm going to take pictures of everything, though, so stay tuned for that at the end there. I will try to get the best pictures I can. I'm going to try putting a colored light in here or something to try to bring out some of the features. But, yeah. So, y'all know the drill. You know what to do or not do. So, yeah, we need to get those other, I think it's now 7 I need. I believe I had somebody else subscribe. So we need to get 7 for me to do that live on Halloween. I do have so many great plans for that. I intend to entertain you all. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's hope we can get it done. Otherwise, all you get is a video. Oh boy, just a video. All right, remember I have to have those subscribers by October 25th so that I can go ahead and make sure I've got watch time hours, guys, watch time hours, and views in order to match that 50 subscribers. So I can go ahead and schedule my first live. It takes 24 hours before you get to do a live, and I want to do a test live before Halloween itself. So if y'all can help me with that, I would so greatly appreciate it. You know, share. Let's get it out there. Let's get to that live because it's going to be a Halloween you will not forget. All right. Love y'all. Peace out. Okay, this is the best I could do for light because I can't find my, well, the one LED light I found, it was dead. Appropriate, right? So what I did was I turned the skull upside down into him so that you could get a better view. That tiger is awesome. And then we have a better view of this skull. It's kind of cool with all those little black drips. And then, of course, we have this one. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the other skull over. And it's a little harder to see this one because of how much light is in it. But I'm going to hide that as much as I can. He's pretty awesome. I'm actually proud of that one. And there he is. Ta-da! All right, everybody.
Peace out.